Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, I'll be channeling the messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together with the cards that will be showing up. So Aries, the month of June. I feel like many of you feel a little bit tired, like you need to take a break, or you wish that you could take a break from work, from family, from stress. I see this urge to be by yourself, into the wilderness or into something more pleasing to your senses with this natural component, especially for Aries that are into nature. You could feel extremely compelled and attracted to be outdoors, or dreaming of being outdoors, or being in a specific location that brings you that sense of physical and mental recharged. The last months have not been very easy for many of you. There has been here a lot of stress, chaos, stress, things just all over the place. And you have been, I feel like some of you have been successfully managing chaos, but it's like now comes the price of you feeling tired, drained, or just out of your game. So for Aries that feel this way and have a chance to take a break, that's very advisable. For Aries that do have a chance to be more outdoors and in nature, that's also very helpful, regardless of your circumstances, to feel good, to feel energized, and your health will improve from being more outdoors. It could also be that there's a situation that will present itself in June where, I don't know, either camping or like this last minute opportunity to travel or go somewhere, or take this weekend to go somewhere where there's a lot of nature, and it's going to make you feel very good and established in your physical senses. Others of you are a lot on this debate of you don't know what to do, or you don't know what to do anymore. It's like for some areas, there are situations that have been stretching themselves up until now that is like the maximum of what can be done. I feel like for some of you, Aries, you need to accept that it's out of your hands now. You've done all that you could. Some of you don't know how to let go, in that sense of knowing that you've done everything you could, that it's in your power. It's like you always believe that you could do more, there's more to be done, or you try to push it. But here, whatever this is not working, and it's even creating a lot of frustration for you, and again, tiredness. So if something is not opening up or growing or improving, the ways you try to persistently make it work, just let it go, at least for now, because I feel like it's something that will create more of a negative outcome than a positive right now. Others of you, it's just that you don't know what to do in a more broader sense, as of where to invest your money, your attention, what kind of work you want to do. A lot of confusions. You need a lot of time here to figure out the right answers. And because of that, again, taking some time or focusing on being more with yourself in places that make you feel good is so relevant, because it will help you get clear. Your mind is not clear. So also don't rush yourself into decisions, because I see some sort of quick like a quick response to something that should be more thought through in June. And this, it could be in particular a response to something like a professional invitation or opportunity that you could want to join or accept or take in, that actually might make things harder for you than easier. Well, another thing is that there's a lot of tendencies to get into conflicts and misunderstandings in your relationships. I see some of you Aries fighting a lot. There's here a specific person that could be highly triggering for you in June, because they are mirroring or reflecting something you're not accepting. And I feel like it has to deal with this, of you thinking through, calming down, taking some time, not rushing. It's like this person could have an energy that it's more grounded or more like slow and methodical in his or her approach. And it could be something that stresses you or unnerves you because it's so out of your usual style or temperament of doing things. So this could make you take on this projection the wrong way, where you are like losing your mind with this person or misinterpreting, misreading this person's energy. For Aries that have a partner, you are not listening to your partner. Many of you, you're not listening to your partner. And others of you, you are, but to respond, to react, not to actually contemplate and integrate and properly digest the content of whatever it is they're saying to you, which I feel it's meaningful for many. And I keep getting this is a feeling of your partner not wanting you to rush into something. So Aries that are in a relationship could be a little bit difficult to find agreement and compromise, because you want something and likely your partner is more inclined to want something different, a little bit different. Like there's this, your flow and your partner's flow is very different. Your timings are kind of at odds also. But for Aries that are not in a relationship, this could be anyone. This could be just someone that has, again, this energy that I was speaking about, and you need to, some of you need to take some time when you're listening to something that is triggering you, like before you react, just try to really think if whatever they're telling you, if it does or doesn't have a foundation to it that is true and is wise for you to embrace or to understand. Because I feel like you're getting, also some of you Aries are just getting very annoyed with everything or anything that it's slow. So slow service, slow people, slow acting influences are just getting to you more than usual in June. But again, I feel like for many it's because the purpose of the month is for you to calm down and stop a little bit, not to rush. And so there's a little bit of this test. And the fact that it's slow, it does not mean that it's happening. So for Aries that are waiting for a response, that are waiting for something to manifest, it's coming. It's just coming first in its own right timing. But not only that, I feel like it's coming in waves. So for some of you, this will make sense. For others, not. So it's like something that is coming, but in slow bits, not all, all that you expect is not coming, already and delivered to you. So I feel in particular for Aries that are looking for answers and guidance and proper answers, clear answers, or clear yes or no from a person, from work, this kind of things. It's likely not gonna come so directly to you like that. I see you might hold some frustration with you up until July. It feels like from now up until July, you might be dealing with a lot of this, need to check in with yourself regularly, not lose your patience, breathe, be in nature, reflect, rethink, dig deep, be aware of impulsivity and reactions to the world that are trying to mirror something to you. And this obviously for many can cause frustration, but it's a temporary thing. And I feel like the point to this is actually for many of you, is to embrace like a new destination. There's something you're about, maybe you will relocate or travel, move abroad, or go somewhere very different. And it could be literal or metaphorically speaking. Your path could be like changing quite a lot, more than what you're expecting. So it's like if you always had the dream to, I don't know, be a teacher, or you've worked in being a teacher for several years, now out of the blue, another opportunity to work on something completely different could arise. Or there's again, there's an opportunity to join your forces with someone that's going to take you on a new adventure and a whole new experience. Because the thing is, I keep getting like for Aries, this is much more about experience than like a fixed plan. So if you're looking for fixed plans and very like concrete things, it could be working against some of that wild nature of adventure and being fired up again by being out there in the world, that it's much more in alignment with you, or ahead at least. It feels to be much more in alignment with you. Now, this is for some. For others, it's just whatever you're looking for is taking its time to come. That's the bottom line of this reading, is it's taking its time. It's true and it's annoying, but life wants you to understand what you can do for yourself during this time that you have not been doing. Because if this thing, whatever it is that you want so much, would take place now, you would continue to sabotage or look away, be negligent towards something of the self that you really need to take care of and nurture. It's like you could burn yourself out completely and not catch on the signs. So I see areas that are working a lot, that are listening, be aware of burnout and not ending up having this time that I'm speaking about because you get sick or because you need to, make some sort of treatment. Just be aware of your physical conditions, especially when you feel this exhaustion that just won't go away after proper nights of sleep. And if you feel anything weird, consult your doctor, practitioner. Please don't be negligent with your health. That's the main point also here. And this time it's like a time to make a checkup also with your mental and physical health, so that you're fully energized and ready to go on those future interesting experiences ahead. You will need energy, and you will need some sort of release from, I see like a lot of burdens on you. There could even be like burdens that are not present now, but they have been accumulating over the years. So rest medicine is a big theme for Aries. Just being low, quiet, which for other signs is amazing, but for Aries can be challenging to be too long on this quiet vibe. So this is why it's the challenge. What else for Aries in June? Yeah, I feel like some of you, your love life is also adding up to the stress, or you're suffering for someone in June. There's a little bit of this suffering. I see that it's like you should be paying attention to someone else, in the sense that there's someone else loving you that you're not looking. Or you're not paying attention to how hurt or really how much someone might be suffering for you, because they love you and you don't see, or you don't recognize that love. So it could go both ways, but there's a theme of suffering and not seeing, not paying attention to something here. The Eight of Swords, again, insecurities, feeling trapped, not seeing, not feeling like things are moving, stuck, the slow effect, feeling trapped in circumstances, not knowing how to free yourself from this. So we go back to the theme that I just talked about, but also I keep getting like this, it's like the color orange here and red is like your fire energy, your fire element is right now, it's contained. And it's interesting because in this case I'm feeling like this Eight of Swords is even though it's usually a negative card, here I feel like it's working to stop you before something is ready to take place. It's like containing your fire for a reason that you don't see or that you don't easily understand, and it might make you feel anxious, nervous, stressed out. But I feel like this Eight of Swords is working to put a break on something too. Maybe you have been overdoing something and it's like a break, so you don't fall into the Ten of Swords, which is the complete crushing effect. So there's a blessing in disguise for something not working as fast as you would like right now. You could also, if you have anxiety, if you suffer from anxiety, you could have some intensified anxiety symptoms. Now, you're leaving the Five of Pentacles behind, and it's an energy that is still present but fading. And again, we go back to the sense of lack, not knowing what to do, being very confused in your financial and professional trajectory, not sure where you should go. Also, you could just be afraid of financial circumstances with people you love, or you're seeing someone doing unwell but feeling like you can't help. Or also, again, the suffering. You are suffering, or someone, likely the two of you are suffering, actually. Two people are suffering here. So there's likely a mutual suffering. But it's like two people that are suffering, each one on their place, in their position, not really going through it together. Your worries could also just be more about the material aspects, money, or you're very like, when is money gonna come in? When is that job gonna come in? When? Again, the level of abundance or higher levels of quality of life or commitment, or the helping hand with the pentacle to assist you. It's taking its time to manifest. Again, here we talk about, for me, the Ace of Pentacles usually represents a lot the months of the fall, but I'm feeling like after July up until October, things should start to evolve where you're feeling the most stuck right now. And for those that is about money or career worries, there's going to be an improvement, but the Ace of Pentacles is in the unconscious, so you don't see it yet, but it will come. Also, it's like some of you need to find where your true sense of value lies. What do you truly value professionally? Like, what's your ideal job, dream job, or career, or business? Or if money was not an issue, what would you do? There's a lot of questions. And here, see the nature, the outdoors. A lot of questions. And somehow, I keep getting like nature can help you figure some things out. Nature can help. And now I'm like hearing that song of Don't Worry, Be Happy. So really try your best to just use this time for you. Use your time for more of an internal focus and practice, because the external is a little bit blocked at the time. And it doesn't mean that you won't have things taking place or happening. It's just they don't sync with you the way you would like. You could even like put yourself on the outside, like not go to places, not engage in conversations, not meet your friends, not actively, do things that usually you would do prior to this energy. So you could be the one also just pulling away because you don't feel your usual self. And there's a reason to that you need to investigate. And for that, you need more alone time, yes. Or time in an environment that amplifies your abilities to concentrate and to feel present in your body, which I feel many of you are lacking so far. That presence in the now and in your body. This is definitely about something you want to manifest. And yes, it will happen. Just later than what you would like, or later than planned. But there's something you want to manifest, or something you will find out that you desire to manifest so much that will take place. And it's funny because it fell with the death, which I'm also going to consider, because it's that very leaving the dark period, the transformation, the ending, needing to find the sun, the clarity, and also November. So again, we go back to the relevance of the fall months. So it's going to take longer, but it's still going to happen. And the process is a little more painful or challenging than what you would like. But also because I feel like it's like you have not been allowing a certain transformation to occur. There's a resistance, as I said, to allow something to happen that now will have to. You yourself will figure out that it needs to in order for better to come. So I hope your month, you have a great month. I hope this reading was helpful. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.